I have started the recording, and thank you everybody to being on this call. This, in the Netherlands we would call a second Christmas day, but in the States they only celebrate the first day. And I had a very good family time yesterday, and I hope you did too, because thankful for all what you have is it's very valuable. So with that said, let's celebrate the day after and make this a good start beginning implementation for next year, because 2013 might be a good year for you, but 2014 we want to make it even better. For those who are on the first time on the call, my name is Jack Hotman. I'm 50 years old and I do online marketing since 2009, and I have about 50 clients at the moment. Last year, I signed up multiple clients. It's more my limitation to handle than I can get clients. I spent more than 1.4 million in Google AdWords. This is not a fake number. I truly can say I'm the real deal. I don't. My weakest point is more the marketing, but I developed my tools more or less by myself. I have my software team around me, but I developed them for my own business, and I share them to your guys that you can benefit from my experience, because if you follow my steps you will be successful. And so anybody have questions about that? Good. So tonight I see those questions coming by in the Facebook group, and I wanted to show you how easy it is. How easy it is to track your results. How easy it is to set up a call tracking number. How to have multiple phone ringing. How to do call forwarding. How to have your company, your client, look up the calls online. How to block calls, and not only your own calls, but you can benefit from all the calls which are blocked from all the members on the server. And of course it runs on a dedicated server. So who likes to see Lead Tracker Jack in live? And let me ask me one question also, okay? Type in a yes if you use Lead Tracker Jack, and type in a no if you don't use Lead Tracker Jack. So I get a little bit ID who's on the call, and so I see half yeses and half no at the moment. So I bought it but never used it. I just picked it up. Thank you for that. So we got a mix, and like every Olympic runner, we need to start with crawling. We need to start with setting it up, and we go from there. And actually the biggest learning curve for somebody who run was that he learned to walk. And I'm going to show you very easily to set up a campaign and a phone tracking number. I promise you, once you see this, you can do that in 5 minutes, okay? Do you guys want to see this? It's so easy. So I'm going to switch the screen, and so once you logged in, you probably see something like the calls screen. Let's see if in the internet, something like this, okay? So the first step you're going to want to do is set up a campaign. You click on campaigns and you click on quick add. Does everybody get that? Quick add. and then you set add campaign. Okay, so which company type shall we set up tonight? Anybody has a preference? The name of the company? Shall we set up AC repair? Typical one, AC repair. Okay, then we enter a phone number from the company, from the campaign. Okay, so let's say we stay close to home because I live in Boca, and I make up a fake number because I don't know the company number, but you would. So 5701234. Okay, and then you click on add campaign. Okay, this is all the basics to set up a campaign. If you go to all campaigns, you see AC repair has been added. Step number 1. Okay, can everybody follow this step? Type in a yes or no if you haven't followed this step to set up a campaign, which yes, yes. Okay, step number 1, set up a campaign. Step number 2, quick add a tracking number. Quick add a tracking number. Okay, you make sure that the right campaign is selected, the country is correct, and you click on search available numbers. Okay, now the system is going to watch to look up an existing number which starts what is lookalike the business number, because you want to have a business numbers, and then you're going to watch, is this a number which I like, which has a maybe is used in the same city. If you are in the United States, that information is given, or you just pick a number which you like. I like this number 561-288-1559. That sound, or maybe 561-293-3029. So you just look a little bit at the number, but bottom line is you pick one. Okay, so I pick one because I live in Boca, and I click on continue. And now it is asking me some details about that tracking number. You can record call. Default is enabled. The greeting, you can upload an MP3, but you can also type in a message. The greeting is what the caller will hear. You can say, okay, I want to have a male or female sound. And you can also select the language. And then you can say the whisper message. The whisper message is the message what the receiver will hear. So let's say call from Jack, call from Jack. This is what I normally do. It's very short. And then you can also say send me an email alert. Send me an email for missed calls. Okay? Or send an email alert for every call. What that will do is it results in an email with that call. So if you want to do a lot of prospecting or showing off, you send them a call, you do that. So normally the default setting is good, and you press submit. Okay, so now AC repair has one tracking number. Everybody has seen how to order a tracking number for a campaign. Questions about that? Okay, so has anybody a question about ordering a tracking number for a campaign? Simple. Show again. No. What if a number is not available? Okay, so like I was doing with you, in some countries it might be that specific numbers are not all available, but you have to be a little bit flexible and see what is available. What is all this email alerts for? Okay, so this is a good question, John. If you want to send the business owner or the company an email with that phone call, it shows, okay, I generated a call for you. Or you send the email to your own email and said, I have generated another call for that company. So it's kind of marketing. So either you want to keep track by yourself or you want to send it to the business. And what I like the most is you can also select send only an email alert when the call was missed. So they have all that information in an email to return that call. Okay, does that make sense? So if you click again, can the call be recorded? Yes. So if I click on AC repair, or I click on here, you see the setup, the tracking number we just ordered, and the destination number, which is by default the same as the company. Okay. Now from here you can order a new tracking number or you can order a round robin number. But if you want to change some settings for a tracking number, you just click on this edit button. Okay, and now we have the same settings. Like John was asking, email alerts. Okay, send email alert for every call, email alert for missed calls, or do not send emails. Everything waved in one screen is connected to another screen. No, there's no added cost for sending an email. Okay, so step number 1 is set up a campaign. Step number 2 is order a number. Okay, now you have this number, the tracking number. So my question to you is, where do you put that number? Where do you put that number? Correct, John, on the ads, on the website, on the print material. Okay, all those calls from those numbers go through this system, which is based on Twilio, not on CallFire. Go through this system and end up with this destination number. That is how simple it is. And if somebody would call this number and it would show up here as a missed call because the destination number does not exist. At least I don't think so. So that is how you will see in the graph all those calls. Okay? Does everybody get that? So because I got that question once in a while. I don't know how to set up a campaign. I don't know how to track it. It's too complicated for me. Okay? You just log in, you create a campaign, you connect a number. You are done for 90%. All other features are just settings which you can polishing, how you want to handle the call. But you don't need, in the beginning you don't need more. You just grab that number, you put it on the website, and you log in once in a while how many calls you got. Did everybody get that? Everybody can do this. There's no hard work to do that. Okay? So you don't need a Twilio account. If you have a Twilio account, you can use it, but you don't need it. It makes it very easy. Okay, welcome Garvin. I started the recording, so hopefully it will be successful. So let's see what we had on step 3. I forgot. call forwarding. Okay. So go back to edit campaign, and then I'd rather start everything with edit campaign, because it is all what I like, what I need, and it's call forwarding. So do you see, guys? This is also new. It's all in blocks, so you very easily to find what you're looking for. So if, for example, the phone call doesn't get answered in, you can say, let's say 15 seconds, because people are, impatient. You can say after 50 seconds, I want to have the phone forward to another number, and you press update. That's all what you need to do. After 50 seconds, if this number does not answer the phone, it will get forward to another phone. Does everybody follow that feature? I can show you so many features, but it's all not needed. First, step 1, step 2, those are the only 2 steps are needed. Set up a campaign and order a number. Any other feature what you might think about it is in the portal, okay? But it has, you have to, who is forwarded to? If you, let's say I'm a business owner and I run, the people at my office, they run the call. But if they are busy with a client or whatever, you want to have the call forwarded to, and the caller doesn't want to wait that long. So you give preference to the office, but the second call receiver is okay to receive that call from the client, the prospect, So let's say you have somebody work on the front desk would normally answer the phone, but if somebody works at the administration, she can also handle the call, but she only wants to answer the call after X amount of seconds. That is when you need it. Okay, so let me yeah, you get you get that from the business. You speak with the business owner what they prefer. So let me show me another feature. You see, that is a tracking number, and it gets forwarded to this number. Everybody still got with me? This is a tracking number, and it got forward to the business number. But let assume that business never want to miss a call. Okay, they rather have 5 phones ringing than miss a call. So the only thing what you do is add another destination number, from the same business, and let's say 57507 and 1245 or whatever, and you press update. So what have we done now? We have done, for the same tracking number, 2 phones are ringing. 2 phones are ringing at the same time, and whoever picks up the phone the first, that the phone got connected. So not after 15 seconds, no. Right away, multiple phones are ringing. Does everybody get that? You as internet marketer want to promote that, because you probably get paid about successful calls. You say, hey, I know, you get a lot of calls, and I know you're busy, but let's connect that call to a second phone number. So we make sure that you get all the calls, even if you are busy. So the second person takes the call. Does everybody get that? Does everybody see how easy it is to set this up? Nice. Yeah. So, what if the answer machine pick up the first? then the answer machine get that phone. Okay, so you want to have the answer machine after X seconds, and you want to make sure that somebody else pick up the phone if you want that. So there's an older feature. Let's see where it is. If you go to this number, company details call forwarding, you see call forwarding. Some you might have seen open and closing hours. Okay, it's optional. Let's say during business hours, I want to have the call forward to phone number to the office, okay? But after that, I want to have the phone forwarded to a call center or maybe to my cell phone, because I don't want to miss that call. I have somebody on the call who's not in the office but wants to receive that call. So now I can say my second phone number closed is, let's say, is 78, and then I specify, so Sunday and Saturday I'm closed. So at that time I want to make always my call forward, and I open at 8 and I close actually at 5 p.m. and 5 p.m. 5 p.m. 5 p.m. 5 p.m. So every day between 8 in the morning and 5 p.m. it gets forward to the original destination number. But when it is closed, it gets forward to my closing numbers, and I press update. So you guys see that is now. You have also, like, if you are aware of Google Places, they also have opening hours and close hours. That is the same. Easy call forwarding. Send the calls to another number when the office is closed. Does everybody get that? There's no reason why the business owner should not able to receive those calls, because there's so many options to do with that call. And the beauty is you get paid for your performance. So you have all the options to make sure that those calls get handled well. You just say, hey, what are your options? Can somebody else take up the phone in X seconds or the same? Or what are your closing hours? Can you make sure you somebody else pick up that phone? Does everybody get that? So let me disable this. Okay. So here you select the campaign and you click on edit, and you come back and edit campaign. Then, if you really want to go in details, you enter the company details. It asks you all kind of fields, you know, plumber, ABC, ABX, good too, Chris, last name, Bias. You enter their email, let's say plumber Chris Bias at Call CD. You can enter the company website if they have, let's say plumber abx.com. You can enter their address, and we said they live in Boca, Florida, and 33428. I happen to know that. You can select the time zone and update. So now you have entered their company details, which get used through the portal. Okay? Everybody get that? This one block, company details. You click on it and you fill out the fields. Who has a question about this? I want to, after this call, I want you to be able to fill out this. What is this for? Either you can create an invoice later or a personalized email with token. It gets used through the whole portal, that company information. Okay, so you don't need to set up the call, but you might want to set up a nice email. And with that email you can use tokens, and those tokens get fed by information in the portal. Or you send them an invoice later on. All possible. Everybody get that? Okay, so call forwarding, we already discussed forwarding and opening hours. And then I get this question all the time. Can the company look up their calls online? Yes, they can. And do you know how much work that is for you? You click on Company Online Access. You enable it. Okay, everybody get the step? Okay, you click on Company Online and you enable it. Who can do that? Okay, you can either say, I want them, give them a unique URL. They don't see the same login URL as you do. You can customize it. So let's say company, we say plumber, ABX. This is the login email address, and I can send them their login information here, and I click on update. Okay, I send it to him and I send it to myself. But let's first send it to myself. Okay, I click on update. And now you click again on Company Online Access, because I want to check off what they can see. I can let them see all calls, call leads, email leads, customer tracking, we didn't agree on it, reporting, not the tools, not Afrika's ask question. So with those checkboxes, you can manage what they're able to see. And you click on update. Somebody in question about this? How difficult, how easy it is to set up an online account? You just click on this. Click on this, check. You can have a dedicated URL for them. That is the login email, because that was the email you got from the company information. You can send them the login information and you can select what they are able to see. Everybody, somebody in question about this? Type in a yes if you understand it. Type in a no if I go too fast. Okay, I see only yeses. Okay, so set up a number set up a campaign is step 1. Set up a number is step 2. Then you can handle, do I have multiple phone ringing? Do I ring the phone after X seconds? Do I specify opening hours? You're going to maximize the chance that the business answer the phone. Okay. Then you fill out the company details, so it's get used through the whole portal, and then you set up an online account. And that online account is you can specify it that they see an other login URL than you do. And advantage is on that online, if you use a subdomain, they see the company name on it. So it's like, oh, it's my dedicated portal. And it is. So it is a subdomain. You don't need to pay anything for this. All handled by us. And you can can see, okay, I want them to see only those modules. If you don't need to know more than this, okay? To do they hear the recordings? Yes. If you, and on the call screens, if a call come in, there are recordings on it. John, I'm not sure why you asked that. Is that you don't want or you do want that they hear recordings? So I don't know what the background is of your question. What will be the URL for them to log in? Okay, if you go to Company Online Execs, so it will be. So let me put it in the Skype or in the text message. And this, and then call. Okay, so you see this? It is HTTP. You can create a subdomain if it does not exist, and then it starts with .callcd.com, and that is that unique, that is their company URL. Nobody else has that URL. That is white labeled for them. Okay, so we don't have calls in yet. Let's see if I have. I don't think I have calls in for here either. Do I? Let's see. We have calls in here. Or also not. So here will be some calls when they come in. Okay. Who owns? I'm the owner of the Lead Tracker Jack software. Then, if you go to call leads, there is a filter setting. Okay, and this is, you probably want to understand. There's one filter setting, and you only show in the call overview, in the call list overview, unique phone numbers. Okay, so that is important. You probably want on the company online access, or this is another company. Let's go to AC Repair. A unique phone number is if a client might call multiple times a company, and you know, business owner is not really that interested how often they call. They are more interested how much unique calls, or how much new customers they got. So the first call is enough. So if you go to Company Online Access, you see all calls or call leads. So if you say, okay, I don't want to bother the company with all the calls, I just want to show them the leads. So you uncheck all calls and you check call leads and you click Update. Okay, because in the call leads, you select unique phone number and you save that filter. And now in the call leads, only unique calls will get shown. Okay, so there are so many features in Lead Tracker Jack. You probably get overwhelmed, and I didn't want to do that tonight. Okay. It does everything what you need and everything what you can think of. The only thing to get you started is to set up a campaign, to order a number, and to put it on your marketing, in your website or your print, and you track calls. Does everybody get those 3 steps? Everything else is just click, click, click. Okay. Everybody has the same version of Lead Tracker Jack. If you have a login, you will see the same interface. You don't need to do updates on your own. We do that at least once per week, but sometimes every day. Okay? We get in Facebook, in user support, we get so many feedback, and I collect them all and we work on them all. If you compare this with the first version, you will see a big difference. You know, we grouped this. I got that feedback. You know, Jack, you added so many features. It's overwhelming for me. And we came up with those blocks. Okay, nobody has those blocks. Okay, now with those blocks, you easily can say, okay, this is what I was looking for. Now I find what I need. Okay. How to integrate it? I'm not sure. I think, but how about I already have a Twilio number? Do we still buy Trackers number the old way or use Twilio numbers? You can do both. Thanks, John. Awesome software, Jack. It's now, I think it's now 2 years old that I started with, and it's now about a year on the market. And a full-time programmer works every day about 50 hours per week on it. And I work about 1 to 2 hours per day on it to review, you know, the new features and speak about things what we enhance. So it's really coming far along. And what I wanted to share with you is I had a very bad experience with shared hosting recently. You know, I used to be a big advocate of HostGator, and I had a reseller plan. And I don't know if you guys know exactly what a reseller plan is, but it's like, you know, you get 100 baby accounts. You know, get space for 100 baby accounts. And HostGator decided that I got too much traffic. And they didn't give me a notice. They just showed, okay, Jack, your website takes too much server space, and so we stop showing you until you have it fixed. Can you imagine that you have client websites or client portal and it stops showing working? How much frustration that will give, and problems that you lose clients because you saved a couple of dollars to go on a baby plan or a reseller plan. You want to look for a dedicated server, okay? And there are options for $150. Or if you are not there, you know, at least your call portal needs to be on a dedicated server. You don't need to install any software. It gets updated automatically, and you benefit from everybody. Yes, bloody distraction, and I was one of the, you know, I don't want to exaggerate, but it was not a good week for me when that happened. Okay, nobody got sick, everyone's healthy, but I was pretty frustrated. So my clients were. Susan, what's your email, Susan? I will look it up. I use 3 different dedicated servers at the moment, and at the moment I don't have a strong preference. I started in the Facebook group. I started a vote what people use, you know. So the solutions I use are not the most affordable, okay? Because the service what I expect to get was more important than the price to me. So, and So I use actually 3 different companies for dedicated hosts. So it's all growth in the past. So I cannot, I don't feel strong. You know, you need to go to this dedicated. If you go to the Facebook group, we had a vote, and let's see in the Facebook group, if you go here and you look up the post about hosters, there are some good tips in it. Do you have an agreement form you give to the business owners? What about which agreement form you refer to? So I have a very simple principle. I only want to have happy customers, and because if a customer is not happy, they take energy from me. They call me a lot, they email a lot, and it takes time from the customers who are happy with me. So I don't care so much if a customer would resign. Okay, I think lesser than, very few have resigned for my service, because most of the time their service is not in place to handle those calls I'm giving them. And I've alternate so many companies from struggling to hiring people. I feel confident and I feel glad about how I can help them and about my results. So there's a little bit, maybe, typically you are referring to contract when, when you're in a gray area, you are more or less in a conflict area. But I feel confident to say I can, if I put my effort in it, I'm better than what they are used to and what they can think of. So there's a little bit different approach, I think. And that is same with your guys, okay? I want you to be happy. If you don't happy with me, I'm sorry, okay? So I do my best. I put all my energy and soul with it. I'm alive with yours. So I want to share my knowledge with you. And if you follow it and if you do the same, you will be successful like me. Does that answer your question? Okay, thanks. So I can show you 100 more features in Lead Tracker Check. And I'm not going to do that, because if I do that, some of you guys get headache. Okay? And that was not my purpose. My purpose was to get you started, to set up a campaign, to order a tracking number, to put it on the website, the market deal, and to get calls and to track your calls. And next step is that you're going to ask your client to pay for it, because bottom line, you need money for your internet marketing. Okay? What about if multiple numbers go to the same company to track different mediums or ads? Does the online access work for all numbers to the company? Yes. They work for the numbers are related, are connected to a company, and it is company login. I had to run out for a sec, okay? No problem. So I didn't want to make that a long call. Move your guys how to integrate it, with this, okay? So you will see in plans and you can integrate it. There's no so what you want to do is, let's see, Who of you guys don't have a call tracking system and are interested to set it up? Okay. So most of you guys have Lead Tracker Jack because you either are an existing customer or you bought Lead Finder Jack, one of the two things. If you don't have Lead Tracker Jack and you are interested, who are interested to get a link for me, to know where to start? Okay, it looks like most of you guys are has a link and are customer. So let me put it in the private section. Okay. So I have lots of video pointing to Twilio accounts. Okay, yeah. Camly, just ping me on Facebook and I will help you. Okay? No problem. It's very easy. That's all what I will say. It's very, very, very easy. So if I don't know if I give you the sign up link. I don't know if you already signed up. That if you already have an account, you don't need that. And I will show you how to set it up. So, okay, good. So just ping me on Facebook, and we will take care of you. So Quincy asks, Jack, do your clients pay the AdWords calls and pay per lead, or do they cover the AdWords calls yourself? So I have two models, two type of clients. One is they pay me management fee and they pay the clicks, or they pay me for each call, or they pay me fixed amount per month and I charge them for that. Okay, so they pay me fixed amount and I deliver them some calls for that. What is the price of the software? It is $1 first week and $47 after 7 days. Okay. Okay, with that said, I think I achieved my goal. To show you how to set up a tracking number, how to set up a campaign, how to set up a tracking number. And then put it on your website, YouTube video or Facebook or print material, and start tracking those calls. And you will have proof to your client that your internet marketing works. Okay? And with that, I'm